Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Um, Today I'm talking to you from Aschaffenburg. I'm at the house of some wonderful musician friends. This is their music room, and there's lots of instruments here and all around me. And today I will tell you about my third track on the album. It's called Lovelorn. And the title of the song comes from a story by Neil Gaiman, which I was reading at the time, and I thought it fit perfectly the atmosphere of the song. And this song is actually the first song that I truly ever wrote completely. I was actually still sort of with one foot in Amma when I wrote it, but I felt that it needed a different sound than the instruments of Amma, and that I wanted to sing it myself. So it's been a big influence in starting my own project because it's a very personal song, and I felt that I had to sing it and nobody else. And people have asked me, how do you write your songs? Do you first make the melody and then find the words? And sometimes it's like that. But in this case, for this song, the words came first as a poem, and that I felt compelled to write because of the experiences that I had and never had before, and I wanted to somehow record them, those feelings, because they're those feelings were very fragile, and it seemed to be slipping through my fingers very fast, and just something very delicate and precious. This feeling of wonder and love that you want to capture somehow. Like, even though you can't really capture it, you can't capture a soap bubble, but you can capture the feeling of it, how it made you feel. And um, so I wrote this poem, and the music came afterwards when I was looking for how should this sound. And usually I just keep it in the back of my mind and it's brewing. And after a while, you just kind of know. It just kind of comes to you how it's supposed to sound. At least for me, it does, this process. And it's funny because the entire album is in D, which I didn't know, but it turns out that when I started playing with other people, every song is in D. But in this particular song, the D chord, it's something that stays as a kind of bass. So it starts with the quinton by Hester, and it's picked up by the voice and the violin, and also the harp. And there is percussion in the song, but it's kind of like a heartbeat. So you don't really experience it as a rhythmic percussion, but it's kind of a heartbeat that keeps it going. And the motion of this song is kind of like something that winds up and winds down again. Which was probably not in D, but that's the melody. And it's in 6/8 with a lot of syncopic movements. I was very amazed I could write this, but it's only when you start to look back and try to explain to other musicians what you were thinking, what you were doing when you were writing this, that they said, "Oh, okay, so whoa, so you wrote it like this?" And yeah, this is how it's supposed to sound. I don't know why, but this is how it's supposed to sound. So luckily, they kind of got what I was trying to explain, and I'm just very happy with it because on the one hand, it is a kind of heavy feeling. There's a lot of heartbreak behind this song. This feeling of having lost something forever. But there's also this feeling that you can never lose this. And that's why refrain is never again, ever again. Because love always comes back to you. And I do believe right now, having lived for, I think, about 2 years longer, 3 years longer, that it's really true that what truly belongs to you always comes back to you. And yeah, so I guess that's a bit of a changed perspective on the song, which is a love song full of heartbreak and goodbye. But I guess now I have more of this inner sense of inner knowing about love. Yeah, sorry, what was I thinking? Well, what I want to say is that, oh yes, I also wove another song into this song at the very end. And actually that's the kind of Easter egg sort of surprises that I really enjoy. It's also kind of a wink again. It's weaving something that you might already know into another song, referencing it, and in that sense enriching the layers that are in this song, because I love layers. That's why I love fairy tales. You can understand them on different layers, but I guess the really good stories resonate on the deepest layers. They're not just stories. Yeah, they're funny and they resonate on the surface, but only, I guess, a real master knows what they're telling on a deeper level, almost on a subconscious level, and they get that right and they get that aligned, and then it becomes a really powerful thing. And that's what I was trying to do with my music, with my song. And I think that's why I really feel very happy about this song, because for me, the deeper levels and how it just sounds, they are aligned. And that's kind of a triumph. And also weaving in this other melody of this traditional folk song that you may all know. That was another layer for me that was very satisfying, because that song and what it stands for also has a meaning. It says something about true love, about eternal love, about love that is not earthly entirely. And yeah, for me, those were all important layers to add to what I was trying to say. It's a very, I guess it sounds pretty sober when it starts, but for me, it's yeah, I'm happy with how it blossoms into something magical to me. And Hannah van Gorkum does a beautiful second voice that sort of comes as an ethereal echo. And then we switch, and I think I become the echo. I forget which one, but that's because our voices go together so well. And yeah, I'm just really happy to tell you about this background of this song. My first real song, and one of the leading motivations to do my own projects. Actually, step away from just being a guest member of AMA, but actually saying, no, I actually want to give priority to my own music now. It's now or never. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy that. I think I've talked for way too long. Tomorrow I will tell you about the next track, which is The Waltz of the Little Mermaid. It's also one of my favorites. Actually, they're all really great. It's a lighter song. It's also a song I wrote and I enjoyed very much, because unlike Lovelorn, it's much more of a simple approach, but in the end it also got layers. So I'm happy to tell you about that tomorrow. Wishing you a wonderful day, and I'm going to give you one quick look around this room, which is amazing. It's the music room of the Joyful Killians. It's a wonderful band I met in Germany at Drachenburg. When I was playing there with Imbu at the Christmas festival, they're lovely, lovely people. You should definitely listen to their music. So they're not just musicians; they're also performance artists. And this is their room, beautiful room. Harp. And you know what the sick thing is? These are not all of their instruments. The rest is in Carlsberg, where they will be playing this weekend, and we'll be going there with them to have a look. So have a wonderful day, everybody. See you. Bye.